Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nadya Agustina and my study number is 632501887 from class 632A03. Here I will talking about diversity of Indonesian cuisine. Indonesia is famous for its diversity. One of the ways this diversity manifests itself is in the diverse cuisine that varies from region to region. Each dish has its own history, giving it its own distinct character. If we travel around Indonesia, we'll undoubtedly experience the distinct flavors of each region's cuisine. If you go to Sumatra, be prepared for dishes with strong spices, spiciness, and thick coconut milk like rendang or gulai. But when you move to Java, the flavors immediately shift, becoming sweet and savory, like gudeg or soto kudus. However, when you go to Eastern Indonesia, it's a different story. There, they excel at fresh fish dishes and staple foods other than rice, like cuy papeda. Indonesian cuisine has also been heavily influenced by foreign cultures, as Indonesia was once a center of world trade. For example, bakso and bakwan are a fusion of Chinese and Indonesian culture. The word bak means meat combined with a blend of broth and meatballs, typical of the Indonesian archipelago. Semur, derived from the Dutch word smoor, meaning slowly boiled meat. This dish was adopted by locals by adding spice such as nutmeg, cloves, and sweet soy sauce. Perkedel is an adaptation of the Dutch dish frikadel, meaning minced meat. In Indonesia, the main ingredients is adapted to include mashed potatoes. And there are still other Indonesian culinary traditions that have also undergone acculturation. Enjoying culinary delights in Indonesia is exciting, as each dish has its own distinct character. Next, I will explain the material regarding countable nouns. What is a countable noun? Countable nouns are nouns that refer to objects, people, places, or ideas that can be counted directly using numbers. The main characteristic of these nouns is it has a singular form for a quantity of only one, and it has a plural form for a quantity of more than one. Next. To distinguish countable nouns from other types of nouns, here are the characteristics. First, can be preceded by the article a or an, used specifically for singular forms. Example, a calculator, an accountant. Next, can be used with direct numbers, can be combined with cardinal numbers like 1, 2, or 3. For example, 5 chairs, 10 employees. Number 3, use the question word how many when asking about the number. Example, how many journals did you write? Next. Most countable nouns change from singular to plural by consistent rules for adding endings. This is change in regular plural forms. Add s to common nouns, like book become books, office become offices, and apple become apples. Add es to words ending in s, ch, sh, x, and z. Like bus become buses, mats become matches, box become boxes. Change the ending y to ies if before the letter y is a consonant. Example, company become companies, factory become factories, and party become parties. Next. Some nouns have changed that do not following the general formula, so they must be memorized. This is change in irregular plural form. Internal vocal change like men, women, food become men, women, and feet. Totally change in form like child and person become children and people. Singular and plural forms are the same, do not change. Example, sheep and fish. Next. In sentence, we often use quantifiers. The following quantifiers may only be used with countable nouns. This is quantifiers. Many, usually negative or interrogative sentence. A lot of, usually positive sentence. A few, a little, but enough. Few, very little, almost none or less. Several, more than two, but not many. Next. This is example for quantifiers. We don't have many ledger books. There are a lot of students in the hall. I have a few questions about the project. The company has few active clients left. She revised the financial statements several times. Next. Example for singular. I read a book about world history last night. There is a cat sleeping on the sofa. She eats an apple every morning for breakfast. The child is playing with a colorful toy. I saw a person waiting outside the office. Next. Example for plural. The library has thousands of books on the shelves. My neighbor owns three beautiful cats. We bought some apples from the traditional market. The children are laughing and playing in the park. There are many people attending the seminar today. Next. Conclusion. Countable nouns are an essential foundation in English grammar for clearly indication quantity. The key to mastering them is accurately changing singular to plural forms and choosing the right words to indicate quantity. Okay, that's all the explanation from me. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.